the biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to RCR Presents Real Discussions. I'm your host for today, Michelle Dawsbird, and it's been a minute. Hi. I'm back. Yeah, I was on vacation for one Sunday, so we did a replay. So I'm back. Hi, I've missed everybody. Welcome. Thanks for everybody for joining and sharing and liking and supporting us. We really and truly appreciate it. I know I have some new listeners today, so I want to kind of give a little background about what Real Chicks Rock is all about. Real Chicks Rock is all about the empowerment of women, and we do it through various different platforms and ways. We do it through public speaking and mentoring. We do it through community service. We do it through this platform, which is through the media. And through here, we raise awareness about things that impact us as women and the people that love us, right? Mm-hmm. I've been falling in love with this particular platform because I get to interact with wonderful and beautiful people like yourself. So for that, I give thanks. I'm very thankful for today. I wanted to first thank Zelda Lane, who's not here. Zelda is responsible for this topic. Today's topic is the many phases of cancer. And I'm always looking and I'm always interested in talking about different things that we may not be comfortable about talking about, or maybe I've missed, or we're just ignorant, or we just don't understand. Right. And so Zelda was on one of my very early podcasts when I was trying to pilot this show, like almost 2 years ago. And so she's just been a supporter, and I really appreciate it. And so she reached out to me and said, Michelle, you know, I know some phenomenal people that are dealing with cancer, and I think you should talk about that. And I said, great. And we tried to do this a couple of months ago, and our schedules just wouldn't align, but nothing happens before it's time. And so now we're here, and I have some beautiful women in front of me. I have in front of me Nickole and Debbie. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm going to ask that you guys kind of speak into the mic, so this way that everybody can hear what you say without having to.
We'll get loud.
You're going to get loud? You're going to
worry.
get excited?
Yes, excited.
First and foremost, thank you for being here. I want to talk about at least your first and last name and a little bit about yourself. So, Nickole, share with the people a little bit about yourself, if you can.
My name is Nickole Justice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a single mother of a 10-year-old.
Okay.
I was diagnosed in 2013 with breast with bone mets and breast cancer that had metastasized to my bones. So my baby was 5 at the time.
Really?
So, yes.
I've never heard that form of cancer. Is it rare or?
No, it's when you've missed your breast cancer for so long.
Really?
And it's moved on. So it moves to your ribs, and then it moves to your spine. And
Wow. Oh, and we're going to talk about how a little bit more about that. But now, I want Debbie, tell the people first and last name, a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having us here.
You're welcome.
My first name is Deborah Huddleston.
Yes.
I go by Debbie.
Yes.
I am a 48-year-old mother.
Uh-huh.
My daughter is 21.
Wow.
She just had a son, which is my first grandson. I was originally diagnosed with colon cancer in February of 2017.
Wow. First of all, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Thank you.
So you're just kind of finding out, Debbie.
Yes. A little over a year.
A little over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to keep it together for those that are listening and can't see us, these women are beautiful, first of all, because they don't look like there's anything wrong with them. And I guess that's the many phases of cancer in which we're going to talk about, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go, Nickole, I'm going to go back to you, because was it that we missed doing the self-breast examination? Because let me set the stage a little bit, right? As a woman, most women go to OBGYN, gynecologist, right? You're supposed to go pretty soon as you start having a cycle, you should start going to see one of those types of doctors. That's for the men that are listening that don't understand. So we go to those doctors pretty early in our life, depending upon when we start having a menstrual cycle and that type of thing. And then they start telling you when you get to a certain age that you need to start doing a self-breast examination, right? You raise your hand and it shows you a little chart and you hang it up in the shower, right? They say you should be checking yourself when you shower and, check your areola and check for lumps and that type of thing. So were we doing that, Nickole, and we still missed it?
I fell under the don't worry, you have a lumpy breast.
Is that what they
Don't
told
worry
you?
about that. You have a lumpy breast.
Oh my.
So for me, I was doing it and I felt the lumps.
Okay.
But I didn't know what they were.
All right.
And I mean, I could have had this as early as when my child was born because she rejected my milk.
Okay.
So there's no telling how long it was in there.
Oh my.
I fell victim to contaminated water as a child. I don't know
Mm.
if you're familiar with the Camp Lejeune water
Mhm.
situation, but a lot of people my age have cancers now.
Yeah.
The fathers that were there at the time, they have ALS. So
Mhm.
it was a lot of environmental. I was going to my doctor for about a year and a half, telling him I don't feel good.
Right.
I'm working out 2 times a day. I mean, Marshall, the friend that brought me,
Yeah.
took a test. I worked out all the time.
Right.
I was doing 5Ks. I was trying to eat right all the time. I still wasn't losing weight. They basically told me, stop complaining. There's nothing wrong with you. You're trying to make something wrong with you.
It's ooh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some hormones because I think you're imbalanced. So he gave me progesterone. Within a month of having that in my body, my whole body blew up in sores.
Are you
I had
serious?
mastitis all over, and I had went to the beach and prayed, and I said, Lord, please show me. I know there's something wrong.
Wow.
And that summer, boom, is when I found out.
My goodness.
Wow.
Like, so there's so many pieces there. Let me cut that up, Nickole. Okay. First of all, you're just lumpy. Is that what they said?
Because I have large breasts, and I was born with large breasts.
Mm.
Because when it was time for everybody else to mature, I was already in a bra.
Okay.
So I've always had large breasts.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just were like, you have lumpy breasts. I've told my mom that. I've heard them tell my
Right.
mom,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to have lumpier breasts because they're bigger.
Is that
Don't worry
right?
about it.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're too young for cancer.
Mm-mm-mm. So even because when you get to a certain age, because I'm going to be transparent, I'm going to be 51 next month. So when you're like at your 40s, you start taking the mammograms and
I
that
wasn't
kind of
there
stuff.
yet. I was only 32.
You was only 32, so they didn't even think to do the mammogram.
No, they
Because
told me I was too young for cancer.
is that right? I'm blown away in my chair. They are, and they being doctors, nurses,
2
people.
different doctors.
Is that right? Too young. So we've missed a window that we could have caught it sooner. Oh my God in heaven. All right. So now you worked out twice a day. Were you feeling tired? You just
All
feeling
the time,
tired?
I just felt sick. Like I just couldn't get right. And then they told me it was me. Like it was it's just
Emotional.
you. It's
Yeah.
emotional.
You going through changes or something.
Obviously, there's an imbalance. So
Yeah.
if we get that imbalance fixed, you'll be perfectly fine.
So Nickole, help me. At what point did you say, or someone say, enough? Let's at least take a mammogram and get. How did you get the diagnosis? How did they finally?
My chest blew up in the mastitis from the progesterone.
Oh my.
And so
God.
then I called my OBGYN who put me on that and told me, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. He's like, don't come here, go straight to a breast doctor. Like, I don't know why that would have happened.
Oh my God.
And the whole time I was there with them, they were like, you're too young for breast cancer. And they're just doing the ultrasound. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. So then the doctor finally came in and he was like, there's a lump here. There's a lump here. We'll look at it, but it's not going to be cancer.
Is that
He
right?
said, it's just going to be a large mass and you're going to be okay.
Help me, Nickole. Were these doctors here in Atlanta or somewhere? Oh. Ooh. I got to get names offline. I got to get names offline. Yeah, so that I'm not going there.
Absolutely.
I got to get names offline. Are you? Wow, you are dead serious. So they said no. So, and I don't want to get too graphic, but I'm being nosy. I'm just being inquisitive because I want to kind of set the stage. I want to understand. So when you said your chest blew up, did it literally, like, give me a picture of that? Was it just?
So my breast was, I'm really pale.
Yes.
I had large mosquito bites
Okay.
all over.
Okay.
Is what it looked like. It
All
looked
right.
like I had walked
You were
into
allergic to
Mhm.
mosquito bites. That's swelling.
That's what it looked like. Wow.
Wow.
So even while you're going through this, no, they're saying it's not cancer, and so then we do a mammogram, and then
Nope. So then they send me.
She said no.
No. They give me.
She said no.
They give me antibiotics for the mastitis,
Okay.
and they take an ultrasound, and they're like, "We're just gonna biopsy this spot." So then, my best friend from my whole life.
Yeah.
She comes in. They make me sit there. I think it ended up being 6 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and she's like rearranging the doctor's office. We're having fun because this isn't real. This isn't real.
Yeah.
So they're gonna biopsy this stuff, and then there's one mosquito bite that never went away.
Mm.
And I said, "Can you take that?" And he was like, "What?" we don't need that. The thing is down here. I said, well, just take it. It's still there. Take it. Well, when he cut this one out, he treated it like it was gold. He didn't just fling it into a cup.
Okay.
So I think he knew once he started cutting into me, something was
Something
up.
was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And this was about 5 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
That's deep.
Yeah, I'm going to pause on that because that was very informative. That was a lot of information, but that sets the stage. I'm gonna need names, and I'm Ooh. And not only that, I'm calling my doctor tomorrow to make some appointments just to make sure that I'm good, because that's incredible. Because again, you trust yourself with doctors, and doctors are blowing you off. Let me ask you this. Let's be transparent. Do you think you would have gotten a different response if your doctor was a female, or it's really hard to say? What do you think?
Traditionally in the past, female doctors have always kind of pushed our stuff to the side.
Same thing.
Because they have it too.
Same thing.
So like when they're doing an exam and it hurts,
Okay.
they're just like, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
So gender
Yeah,
has
so
nothing to do with it.
I don't think so, because I think once he realized what was going on and he found out I had cancer, I have never met somebody so concerned, because I couldn't technically sue him or do anything like that.
Right.
I mean, he's a good doctor. He didn't know, you know, but I feel in my heart that he truly felt bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
At the end of the day, the OB,
Okay.
you know,
Felt
the
bad.
breast doctor, he couldn't. I didn't care.
Okay. So do you see a specialist now, or how? What
I
is
go
your
to the
life?
Cancer Treatment Centers of America, so everything is in one building for me.
Okay. And how often do you have to go, Nickole?
Well, last week I've been 3 times.
In a
It
week?
just depends. Yeah, like I'm gonna start radiation, so I'll have to go every single day until the radiation's over.
And the radiation treatments will be for an hour, or how long will the?
No, it's
actual
usually
treatment-
about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But it's the hour drive down there, hour
Yes.
drive back. You know, it plays on your body.
It's a lot.
And it's consecutive days. My last round of radiation was 33 visits. And so you would go down there, and then I would also have what's called hypothermia, where they stick this big bolus on top of your breast, and it just burns all the top
Yeah.
skin.
Okay.
So that would take an hour. So it ended up being like an hour and 15 minutes.
And you said an hour there and back. What side of town do you
It's
live?
in Noonan, and I live in Powder Springs.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pause on you, Debbie.
Yes, ma'am.
Help me, Debbie. set the stage for you. So you are really new to this world of cancer,
Pretty much.
like last year. So you're going on minding your business. Did you just go to the doctor normal visit?
No, I went through a lot of life changes in 2016.
Okay.
And in 2017, in January, when I started having stomach pains, I
Okay.
thought it was stress.
All right.
I'm eating wrong,
Okay.
you know. And I went 3 days on the couch just doing liquids like soup, you know, rice, broth,
Right.
thinking it would help my stomach. And I knew that I needed to go and have a colonoscopy because the pain kind of went away, but I looked up and was 20 pounds lighter. So the issue that Nickole mentioned, trying to lose weight, in 2016, I was working out, I was going to the gym, and no matter what I did, I couldn't lose weight. And I was the heaviest I had ever been, except for pregnancy. And I could not lose any weight. And
Right.
I know my body. If I work out and eat right, I'm
Yeah.
going to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's just been my normal,
Right.
you know, course in life. But I could not lose weight. So I looked up here in February before I went and had a colonoscopy, and I had lost 20 pounds.
Okay.
Right? Go to the doctor, have a colonoscopy. My mother suffers from Crohn's disease, so I figured I had Crohn's disease. When I woke up, my doctor was holding my hand, and she said to me, "We found a large tumor, and we need to have surgery as soon as possible."
Oh my.
And so I didn't have a correct diagnosis until after surgery. We scheduled surgery for 2 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, and once they opened me up, they realized it was stage 4 cancer because it had dripped into my body cavity. So that's part of my story.
Yeah. So let me help you. Let me step back a little bit. That's a lot of information, Debbie. You know I get overwhelmed with a lot of information. You said when you woke up, how did you go to sleep? Where you
The
did
colonoscopy. They put you to
had
sleep.
sleep on that?
They put you to sleep for it. And
Yeah.
again, you're not really supposed to have a colonoscopy until you're 50. I think they're
Okay.
trying to lower the age now to 45.
Okay.
We're thinking, I was 47 when I was diagnosed. We're thinking my tumor had been growing for at least 2 years.
My goodness.
Yeah.
At 45.
At 45.
Not 51.
Yeah, 50, not 51. I'm calling listen, Nickole,
Absolutely.
I'm calling some doctors tomorrow.
Absolutely. It's no joke.
For real.
It is no joke. I wouldn't wish this on
Nobody.
I don't have any enemies, but I wouldn't wish this on anybody.
Nobody.
It's something that nobody should have to go through.
Because as a woman, because when you get to this half a century age, there's so many things going on with your body anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Just period.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a natural, normal progression, evolution of life. So you don't know what's what. You're just like, I don't know.
Right.
I looked at myself today. I was like, because I'm sounding like you ladies. Like I work out all the time. I can't lose weight. What's going on? Just like,
That's why this platform is so important, to bring awareness. Just like the doctors who, pushed her thoughts to the side.
Yes.
If they don't go and get educated, you know what I mean? If they're not
Right.
being aware, if they're not talking to other doctors, what is their purpose?
Right.
You know what I mean? And you could have never told me my name would be mentioned with cancer.
I know,
in a
that's
sentence
right.
with cancer.
Yeah.
So I'm a normal person. I'm
Yes.
just like you. I'm just like her. I'm
Yes.
just like them.
Everybody in the
and
room.
I've been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. So what I'm saying is, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Absolutely.
And the thing is, it went from 0 to 60 in 10 seconds,
Oh, yeah,
right, Debbie?
life-changing.
Because we never even
Life-changing.
went through a different phases of it, right? 1, 2, 3.
Life-changing.
We just come out the gate with
Come
4.
out the gate with 4.
And y'all are here.
We're still here. Grace of God.
Because unfortunately, I had a very, very close friend that didn't make it through
Oh, yeah.
stage
Oh, yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me pull it back. So now you had a lot of things going on. You said personal things that was going on. So you were just busy, just dealing with that.
Busy, running a business, raising a daughter by
Yeah.
myself. I mean, I took care of people. You know what I
Yes.
mean? People live with me. People, I supported people. I took better care of people than I took care of myself. And I looked up and realized I hadn't gone to the doctor. You know what I
Okay,
mean? I
okay.
hadn't been checked on. And quiet as it's kept, I didn't even have insurance because I didn't think I would need it.
I'm going to look in the camera.
You hear me? When I went to go get a pap smear or get my womanly check, I went to the clinic.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
And I made great money. I owned a business. You know what I mean? I was raising my daughter by myself and just, what you need insurance for.
Right.
Why would you pay $300 a month for insurance?
Come through. Come on, Debbie.
I
I
mean,
mean that's the question people are asking.
But I had a $1,000 a month car note. Do you understand?
Come on, Debbie.
It's true. I took care of people. People lived with me. People drove my second car. Why do I have a second car? My daughter had a car note, insurance. I mean, everything. I took care of everything. I worked. But that's another issue, too. I worked 16, 17 hours.
Yes,
I worked
yes.
because I had created a lifestyle that I had to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked, and my focus was go to work, go home, take care of your daughter, go to sleep, get up and do it again, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a life. I didn't do anything outside of the salon. I won't go too deep,
Right,
but
right,
I mean, I
right.
took care of people that I should not have been taking
Okay.
care of, and looked up, and I was the one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And to this day, there's people that I helped, that I took care of, that I haven't even heard from. So when I say God shows out, like we call each other twins. Our birthday are the same day.
Is that
So
right?
we call each other twins. When I say her and her sister and
Yeah,
her friends have
I
shown
like
up
them.
for me,
Yeah, they're good
they have
people.
oh my goodness. And people that I didn't think would show up like they have shown up. God does everything for a reason.
Yes.
And he started removing people out of my
Right,
life.
right.
But when I got diagnosed, when I tell you, when I woke up from surgery, we had so many people in the hospital, they couldn't even fit in my hospital
That's
room.
what's up.
I-
That's a good
where
thing.
did you come from?
Yeah.
Where did y'all come from?
Yeah.
But they have been showing up since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you ladies are still here today. I'm going to tell you one thing that I didn't tell you when we communicate with you and reach out, that you're kind of stuck with me.
That could be a good thing.
Right. You're stuck. So, this isn't the end. This is hopefully the beginning, because what's going to happen is this message will resonate. There are people that don't even know that they have some form or any form of cancer.
Absolutely.
I had I still have a very close friend of mine that we had to say goodbye to her husband last year, unfortunately, and it was a bad accident. And she thought similar, Debbie. She just thought she was still in mourning and grieving and those type of things. And then come to find out, she has cancer, and she beat it. But still, it's a disease that has no face.
None.
It's not discriminatory.
Not at all.
It doesn't matter your background, your class, your what you make. None of that.
Nothing.
It's just, and I want to talk about the insurance piece because that's important too, right? Because the demographics of our country is just changing so much, so drastically that 10 years ago, the insurance that we did have could give you some sense of comfort
Oh, yeah.
as it relates to getting yourself checked out, just making sure, and they would meet you to a certain degree. Now you feel like it's a joke. Like you don't even really know, you know what I mean? Like it covers nothing. But yet you'll get penalized if you don't have something. So I understand what you're saying because a lot of entrepreneurs are
I
probably,
should have brought you a bill
yeah.
because they send us bills to my house,
Oh.
and they show you exactly what they're going to send to insurance. And I had a shot that was $60,000,
One shot.
one shot, and I had to have it every 3 weeks.
Yes.
My
There's no
mouth's
cure
open.
for cancer because cancer
Pays. I was
Period.
that. You know that's one of the questions.
Period.
So it is a money thing.
Oh yeah, this is my second round of chemo, my second term with chemo. My first term was I had 12. I was supposed to have 12 treatments. Ended
Yes.
up with 11 treatments before my doctor saw something in my pelvic area.
Right.
Right. But each one of my treatments were $420,000, and that was every other week. And then when I went to get disconnected, that I wear my chemo home for 46 hours. That was another bill. And then I had to get the Neulasta shot for my white blood cells. That's a $6,000 shot also. I mean, it's a money game.
that
It's
nobody
a
has
money.
to administer anymore because they place it right here on the back of your arm. It does all the work
For the
itself.
first time
Is
the
that
other day,
right?
Monday, when I went to chemo, I got the thing on my
The on
arm.
body.
Yeah.
So now you don't even have a nurse that gives it to
Yeah.
you.
Is
It's
that
still
right?
$6,000.
So who pays for? How does I can't-
Well, I have insurance.
I
now.
claim
the
I
bills
claimed
get
indigent-
paid?
now.
Huh? You have insurance?
I do have insurance. I have great insurance, but I claimed indigency. I filled out all the paperwork. Anybody out there, no matter how much you make, you need to fill out the paperwork because most of them can write it off, and it becomes a write-off for their hospital.
And what is it again? Say it again.
It's your indigency paperwork
Indigency,
saying that
yeah.
you don't have money.
Okay.
It's like a pauper's affidavit if you were going to try and sue somebody. You just go up there and say, you know what, I ain't got no money. I need to fill out that paperwork to see if I qualify for anything.
Okay.
And they'll give it to you and you fill it out. I was approved immediately.
Wow.
And I have no bills. I live with my parents. So I didn't lie on there. I didn't claim
Yes.
that I had all these bills. I just filled it out.
So you live with your parents, Debbie?
Information.
Yeah.
Information.
Fill it out. If you go in for a regular surgery, fill it out. All they can do is tell you owe me.
Wow. I'm blown away on just the cost of that shot alone. So you're going to start chemo again, Debbie?
Well, I'm on chemo again.
Again?
I just had my 4th treatment on last Monday, and I go every other week. I have 8 treatments left, and I may need to do radiation. We're not sure.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the chemo if we can.
Mm-hmm.
When you go, how long is the session or the treatment for chemo?
When I go, I'm there at least 4 hours, maybe 5. We start with a pre-drug, and then I'm attached to 2 drugs that are an hour and a half, and then they attach me to my 3rd medicine, which is the case that I wear home for 46 hours. But I also see my doctor
Okay.
before I go in so they can do my blood work to see what my counts are and that type of thing.
Okay.
So I'm there for at least 4 to 5 hours, wear it home for 46 hours, go back to the hospital to get disconnected and to get the Neulasta shot. Yeah.
So when you're in the chemo phase, it's kind of almost week to week, somewhat. Could be. Yeah.
It could be. It
Yeah.
depends on which type of cancer you're fighting. Yeah.
my
And
God.
unfortunately, on her 7th, she could have an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, it could just randomly
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
then she would have to change it again. They'd have to slow it down.
Yeah.
And it'd go from 5 hours to 8.
Not to get too medical, but is it like a drip? Is it an IV? How's it administered?
It was in right here.
You can see.
Oh
I
my.
have a port. So
Wanna
she-
touch
She
it?
has a port. I don't know if I
I
can
was like,
reach
you want
it.
to touch it?
So it goes right in the middle of it, the needle, and you're just
That's
connected
it.
to the
That's a
IV.
port they put inside of
Yep.
you?
So you'll numb this up.
Yes.
They'll come in. They'll stick a needle right there.
Wow.
And then they'll cover it up with the dressing. And you have like just like an IV that comes out. And then they hook you up to a machine.
But it goes directly to your main artery. So it goes
You can
through
see
your
it.
blood. It should be a little
See that
Wow.
line?
Yeah, I see your line. I see your
little
line.
scar.
So even though I'm coming back, Debbie. So even Nickole, you had a form of breast cancer. You still were able to retain your breast, or no? You lost them.
Because I'm dying anyway, as it was put to me by a breast doctor. She's just keeping it 100 though. They didn't want to take them off. They said that it was mutilation at this point.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
even though that's where the source of the pain is, that's where a source of just a lot of everyday things come from, they tell you no. You're fighting with the insurance. At the end of the day, what insurance wants is what insurance gets. I'm palliative care. They could say that they don't want to take care of me anymore, and there's nothing that I could do about it. If they just decide that they're done, there's nothing we can do for you. That's it.
That's it.
Once they label you stage 4, it's up to the doctor.
And the doctor's fighting with you.
And the doctors were fighting with the insurance.
Wow.
Are you getting the same kind of vibe, Debbie, or not really? No.
Not with this insurance.
Not
company.
okay. But and you're still in the chemo stages.
I'm still in the chemo stages. Yeah.
Have
I've
you?
been in the chemo stages for 5 years. So, yeah.
My face is giving it away. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, because my face is telling the story. Because it's heavy in here.
It is.
It's heavy.
It is. And I would just like to say to anyone who knows someone who's going through cancer, feel free to ask questions. You know, there's people who are like, I want to ask you something, but I won't. You know,
Right,
they'll do
right.
that. Feel free to ask any question, because knowledge is power.
Yes, it is.
And colon cancer is preventable. You know,
Okay.
it starts off with you not using the restroom on a regular basis, with blood in your stool, you know, with an upset stomach. It starts off small, you know what I mean? But it's those
Okay.
things that you will come up with a reason for everything. Oh, I ate something bad. Oh, I need to drink some more water. I mean, we'll come up with so many excuses to not go get checked. And I just think if you have more knowledge, you'll know. Even if I go get checked, even though I think nothing is wrong, I'm still going to go get checked. That's the
But
answer.
it's a fear, Debbie. You know, because even I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Y'all on the 100. I'm gonna do 1,006. Because even though I'm sitting here thinking there's nothing wrong, there's still a fear.
Absolutely.
That when I call the doctor and I go into that doctor's office, that they're going to find something.
Fear is better than a fatality.
Come on now.
Do not die.
Come on now.
Because you're afraid.
Come on now.
You understand? It is so much better to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
And if you do have it, it's the beginning stages of it.
Yeah.
We can knock this out.
Right.
You know.
So knowing creates options.
Absolutely.
Not knowing creates fear and fatality
Absolutely.
and a quicker ascension to ending your
Absolutely.
existence.
Absolutely. And then you won't make changes.
Okay.
So with that fear comes still your bad eating habits, you're not drinking water,
Yeah.
your stress intake, you taking care of other people. In that fear, you still are doing all the things that
Right.
help create and grow cancer. So the best thing to do is to get checked. Even if you don't feel like something is wrong. Everybody knows somebody going through cancer.
Yeah.
She has brought two of
Two?
us here today.
I'm winning.
And we are not her only two.
Yeah.
You know what I
What?
mean?
You know
we are
more?
not the only two people she know that has cancer
Why
or
didn't
has
you bring
died
them-
from cancer or is fighting cancer.
She brought them some
Everybody
purpose
knows somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody knows somebody. And if it's not you, it's somebody you know. You know?
Yeah.
This is not a game.
No, it's not.
It's not a game.
I have a beautiful person here in the studio audience, and she doesn't want to be on the scene, but we love
She
her.
should have had a chair.
Yeah, we thank her for doing this today, because this is heavy.
Absolutely.
It is, because the fear cripples us. It cripples us in so many areas in our life all the time. I woke up this morning dealing with my own fear emotionally, but it's still a fear nonetheless. And I think once you identify it, then you can okay, I have this issue or this opportunity that I need to change. What do I need to do? You start positioning yourself to try to change it and make it better.
Absolutely.
Cancer, I agree with you with the whole money thing, because it's a lot of money. It's a tremendous amount of money.
It is.
And they have no desire or inkling to try to fix it. I think it's enough. They give you enough to hold on to continue your existence, but not to kill it, not to kill cancer. And so...
Well, it starts with your food. And your food and drug are in the same administration.
Come on, Nickole. Help enlighten the people. Yeah, food and drug are under the same administration.
And I would like to say something about fear, because everybody puts a negative connotation on fear.
Okay.
And so even when I first got it, there was no time at the beginning, you know this, to be scared at all, because
got
everything
you.
moves like this.
It's
The
quick.
ground running.
And so it's in the solace of your mind where you're like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like you told me, as long as it wasn't stage 4, I was good.
Yeah.
Now you just told me it's stage
Stage
4
4.
in front of all these people, because I wasn't in a room by myself. I was in chemo with a ton of people. And so I had fear.
Yes.
And I had a friend, and I love her. And to this day, she's still the best person because she'll snap you out of your sadness. But
Can I
she
get her
was
number?
like,
I need her
yes,
number.
I'll give you her number. But she was like, girl, you're not allowed to be scared. Jesus said,
Okay.
you can't be scared. And if you're scared, then that means you don't believe in God.
That's
you don't trust in
right.
God. But I will tell you this, people of the world. Jesus was scared on that cross.
I know.
And he asked him, Father, why have you
That's
forsaken me?
right. Come on, Nickole.
So if you
Come.
take your fear and turn it into what it's supposed to, which is motivation,
Yeah.
that's how you get through it. For the last 5 years, I didn't cry until recently
Why?
because I was never worried about dying.
Okay.
I cried in the recess of my room by myself, maybe in prayer, maybe in talking with God. But in your face, you would have never known that I was fighting something because I kept it to myself to the point where I wanted you to see the joy in me because
Yes.
why is he going to keep me around if I'm not smiling and happy
Yeah.
and putting his message forward? And it's like, recently, I'm not going to lie to you, fear it's getting deep.
Yeah.
And it's taken over my heart. There's times in church where I'm like, why am I sitting here if I don't trust?
Yes.
If I don't know that you're going to take me? You know, I've asked him to take me home. I was like, I hurt so bad, take me home.
Yeah.
I mean, you done what you wanted to do. You gave me what I asked for. I asked to watch my daughter have her first communion. I did that last Saturday. So I'm ready if you're ready.
No,
we
he's-
could do this.
he's not
you know,
ready.
but I think that this is where you came into play because Marshall asked me, and she's like, "You want to do this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure. I mean, okay." And then I'm reading over the questions, and I'm like, "You have to share positivity with these people, but you need to bring yourself back to where you
Yeah.
are positive."
Thank
So I
you.
think that this was a stepping stone for me too to get my life back to where I need to
Come
be
on.
because I'm scared.
Yeah.
For the first time, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all are.
Yes,
We all are.
we all are.
We
Our
all
friends
And it's hard
are.
to admit
Yeah.
that you're
Families are.
scared
Yeah.
Yeah.
because there's so many people that take care of you.
Yeah, but
But
still.
the friends drop off. The longer.
But you get new ones. Hello.
But it-
Hi.
Yes, I did get you. But I'm saying like the friends drop off because it's like, all right, well this was cute 5 years ago. I shaved my head. No, my best friend that shaved her head for me would never say that. But I'm just saying, like we shaved our head, we donated money. I mean,
Yeah.
Friends give
that's
up,
all.
They
But
give
they
up.
give
but
up
I won't
on
call
you.
them friends.
Wow.
Yes,
Come
They
on,
give up.
Debbie.
I
I
had
won't
to-
call them friends.
I had to
They,
learn.
they give up.
I had to
And
learn the difference.
They get tired. You know, I've had several fundraisers, planning several more. I'm going to keep having fundraisers because I don't work like I used to work. I'm
Okay.
sick 1 week, I'm on 1 week, but I'm half,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
All right.
So I'm going to continue to have that. So I have people who have supported me through every fundraiser who will spread a flyer, spread the word, come out, bring friends, bring family, not go to other events to support, or if they can't make it, they will still donate. And some friends are like, oh, there she go again.
Wow.
Oh, she's having another one. You know what I mean? And a lot of people feel that way until
Until.
period.
Because they're like, look at Debbie's car. Look at her house. She's
Oh.
got money.
Not even the
But you
things.
know what
Just
I
look
mean?
at Debbie.
Yes.
Just looking at.
I've had a lady at one of the fundraisers come up to me and say she had been drinking, but she came up to me and she said, "You don't look sick.
I love that one.
You're going through cancer.
That's what that bald
How
spot
do you
is on
still
me.
have your hair? You know, people ask that all the time.
All
How
the
do you still
time.
have your hair? The type of chemo I'm on
Right.
don't
Doesn't
take my
take your hair out.
So I had to show her my port. She broke down crying, gave me a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You
But
can't
stop.
look at
But
people and think
You
they're
can't.
not going through something. Everybody's going through something.
Everybody is going through
I
something.
have girlfriends that don't say things to me about what they're going through because of what I'm going through. And I've had to reassure each of them, we are friends. And that goes both ways. I don't care if you fell and broke your tooth. I don't care if you had to throw out food because it was bad. Talk to me like I'm a friend because I can talk to you like you're a friend. You know, it goes both ways.
But sometimes, Debbie, out of respect of your situation, your circumstance, some people feel like I'm not going to put another thing on her.
I agree.
Because what I'm dealing with, I told you in the green room, what I'm dealing with is nothing. It ain't nothing. But when you're walking in those shoes, you feel like it's so heavy.
And
So
see, in my eyes, what I'm going through is something.
Yeah.
But what you're going through is something too.
Okay.
If you don't have empathy for other people, you can just give up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's very true.
No matter what it is you're going through. If you woke up this morning with a bad headache,
yes,
that's something.
That's something.
You know what I
You tell
mean?
me that.
And
Yeah.
it plays a part. It's another piece of your puzzle with everything else. You know what I mean? It's everybody's going through something, and I have empathy for other people
See,
too, not just myself.
The thing is, ladies, what kind of differentiates you from other people is the fact that you're not angry. You're scared. You have fear, but you're not angry. And that might have been a phase or a stage that you went through, or maybe you've not gone through it all. There are some people that have cancer and they're angry. You know, every time they have to get that chemo or get that radiation, we're going to talk about radiation too, they're angry. And so, you know, some people respectively can understand that they're angry because this is something you didn't ask for.
Right.
You know, and you got to deal with it, and you deal with the finances, and you're dealing with maybe a spouse still who might be, and we can even talk about that. The women that have husbands that are not loving them anymore because they physically look different. But when you took a vow and you told the Most High, for better and for worse, that was part of it. So that's a whole nother segment for another day.
Yes, ma'am.
But that happens. And so they are angry that their whole life is changing. And so respectfully, when we're on the outside looking in, we say we want to help in some kind of way. We don't know how, but we're not going to add to that. You ladies are beautiful because you're free. You're free in this. Like, you're like, listen, you said it. I had to hit the ground running because you got family. You got kids. Right. You have a child looking at you, depending upon you, and they don't understand it. And all you know is, I got to do this because I got to be there for them.
Yep.
Am I right?
Every day.
Every day. Incredible. I want to talk about a little bit. You're still in chemo. This is your second wave of chemo, Debbie?
Second wave of
Second
chemo.
wave of chemo. Since 2017.
Right.
Okay. Once we go through this, we're done, or we just don't know how that's going to work out?
It depends on the cancer.
Mm.
You know, it depends on the cancer. If it's still there, if it's spreading, then I'll go through more treatments.
Okay. Let me, because I'm going to dummy it down because I'm not too bright. So the chemo's to help stop, at least locate and stop the cancer where it is and stop it from spreading. Is that correct?
That's what it's
supposed
designed
to do. But it's all a matter of how your body responds to those chemo treatments, and that's where we're at. Sure. Right? Okay. So when does radiation come in? When chemo doesn't work anymore?
Radiation is individual spot therapy. So, like, some people, they'll do a whole area. Like, they'll do the whole colon area.
Right.
Well, once you do that one time, you can't do it again. It's done.
Really?
So they go in there, and it's like playing asteroids. So it's like that little video game. So
Yeah,
your
yeah,
kids,
yeah.
asteroids. So I'm going, next week I'll start my 6th round. I've had it on my spine in 2 different places. I've had it on my sternum, had my right breast, I've had my whole femur, and this time they're going in through my armpit because I have a tumor that's causing my arm not to work.
Is that right?
So, so with me, basically you'll lay there and you don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
That could be doing nothing until, like, it burns your skin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll have skin irritation, skin burns, whatever. And they shoot it up as many times as they need to. It could be anywhere from 5 treatments to 33. There was one lady at the cancer center one time that had 60. You know, it's just a lot of every day laying there under a machine.
So when you go for your treatment, Nickole, you get to go home. You're home, you kind of take a nap, or how is it when you get home from these treatments?
It depends. I can't take pain pills at all. Like, I
Okay.
get super sick.
All
Like,
right.
my dad's dealt with me being very sick for the last week because I couldn't take the pain anymore. So, like, here, take some pills. You know, may have smoked weed in the past. I can't do that anymore because of my may have alleged. But now my lungs don't work properly.
Is that right?
So I can't do it.
Can't.
So I had an edible oil, CBD oil.
Okay.
I can't do it. It's like in the backyard. I can't do it. But I started rubbing it on me,
Mm-hmm.
and it would take the pain away.
Okay.
So that helps, you know, sometimes with that, and this will hopefully alleviate me from having to do any of that. So I go home, and depending how bad it hurts,
Okay.
like this week, I slept for an entire week
Really?
because I was just in so much pain and on so many pills, and I slept.
Yeah. So what are your eating habits like? Are you eat what you can when you can? How do you do
Well,
that?
For the last week, it was whatever would stay down.
Okay.
So, my dad made magical popper crash, and ever since then, I've been able to.
What is that?
It's like it's a.
Right? What the studio audience said? What is that?
It's a chicken dish. It's kind of like chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
It's, our Croatian roots coming out, but
You're from
he
Croatia?
made my grandparents, like all that.
I'm
It's in the
going in
lineage.
July. We'll talk about that
Nice.
offline.
Take me with you. And then, so anyway, it's just noodles with some chicken, and I ate a little bit of that, and ever since then, I've been able to hold everything down.
Okay.
Wow.
So he just fixed it. He always fixes it.
You sound like you have wonderful parents.
Right.
I do have wonderful parents.
We love them. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you.
Blessing.
I want to talk about Debbie. When you come home, what is it like for you? Are you able to eat what you like, or you've changed your diet?
I've changed my diet.
Okay.
I try to stay away from meat.
Okay.
If I feel like I need some extra protein, I'll do salmon or I'll do lamb.
Okay.
Or,
Lamb is good.
Lamb is good. Yeah. I do a lot of veggies. I drink a lot of juices.
Organic or
Organic
okay,
juices.
tonics.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of beets, a lot of carrots, kale, spinach,
Nice.
celery, lemon, garlic,
Okay.
ginger. A lot of that I do. And the most important thing when you're dealing with cancer is really to eat more than you can until your body gets used to it.
Is that right?
But nutrition.
Okay.
Things that are going to go in and feed your cells, not feed the cancer.
Okay.
So, and I'm just trying to stay on my water, make sure I drink alkaline water all day, every day. And I rest a lot. If I'm tired, I rest.
You rest.
Like, if I'm sleepy, I'm going to go to sleep. Or if I just want to lay around all day, I'll lay around all day.
Do you have to talk to a nutritionist based on the fact, or you just researched and found your way?
I just researched, and friends have told me a lot of information. The nutritionalist that I was given at the hospital told me that I can eat anything I wanted to eat.
Lies. All
And I
lies.
asked her-
Let me say this: based on individuals, right?
I said, so I can eat anything I want to eat. She said, yes, eat anything you want to eat. And I don't think they're supposed to share certain information with us, but I also think that they don't want you to lose weight during chemo. They want
Okay.
you to maintain your weight because your chemo is based off of that. And she told me I can eat anything. And my mom has been with me for over a year. My mom is from Arkansas.
Okay.
So my mom is neck bone, ham hock, pinto beans, oxtails. That's my mom. And butter. That's my
Yeah.
mom. And so I told my nutritionalist this. And I said, so I can eat her cooking? And she said, you absolutely can.
Wow. Okay.
I made a decision that that's not what I
you're
was going to do. Yeah.
Nickole, you made a good statement earlier about the Food and Drug Administration is together. I personally believe a lot of us are not well because of the foods that we eat today. I just feel that. I feel there's a drastic difference in our health and the quality of our health. What they put in the animals, what they spray on the vegetables, the plants, this, that, and the third. I'm not in a position to grow my own, so I have to trust people that say locally farmed or organic, or even do the things that are not the best for me in moderation, in smaller portions and doses, because I just feel like food just plays a major impact on how I feel and how I respond on a day. Would you? I got
Food
his.
is everything.
Food is everything.
Food
It could
is
be
everything.
sexy though, but then it could be a killer.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like
It
food.
is a killer.
Yeah.
If you research anything, everything
Yeah.
is related to food, to what you eat.
I'm a big girl. I like chocolate cake.
Yeah,
I
me too. I like chocolate too. I had to cut them sweets in half.
That's sugar.
I had to cut them in half.
Sugar.
Yeah,
You know,
like-
sometimes I've noticed doing this for so long that sometimes all you can hold down, and I think that's the cancer taking over
cancer.
your
Oh,
body.
yeah.
'Cause
Is
sometimes that's
sweets?
really
Is the sugar?
all
That's
that
all
I
you-
can hold down.
That's what they
Is
give
it
you when
candy
you go
bar or
for
something
or
like
a
that?
scan.
a bagel.
A bagel.
You know what I'm saying? Like something.
And that's bread, which turns into
Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up the bread too. Yeah. It's all bad. well, I shouldn't say that. It's not all bad. You have to
Our
find.
choices are bad.
You have to find the things that work for you. Do you believe, because blood types and that? Do you play into that as well, or you just
I
deal
don't.
with? Listen, this is what I need to do for today, based on where I'm at.
Period.
Period. Incredible. Incredible. It's a lot. I want to talk about the support. You guys talked about that in your earlier comments. I want to come back to that. Your support system is your mom. She's here now, right?
My mom is here.
Okay. Mom gave up stuff to come.
Well, she was retired.
Okay,
But
good.
she did give.
All right.
She gave up her, her situation.
Yes, to be here.
Coming and going like she wanted to. She flew into town and was here with me since my first surgery. I've had
Okay.
surgery twice. She's been with me through it.
Okay.
And, she makes sure every day that I'm okay, that I got something
Okay.
to eat, that, I'm getting
Okay.
up doing what I need to do. So, yes, she is my support. But my girlfriends also.
Yeah, they're awesome. We're going to
they
get to
call
them.
me every day.
Now, I'm putting the
It's a
horns
lot.
up. Devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because, again, for those that can't see Debbie is gorgeous. And so is Nickole.
Thank
The
you.
ladies don't look like there's anything wrong with it, with you, right? So do you feel like, Mom, I'm good, I got this, you can go back? Have you ever told your mom that?
That's our discussion over this past 2 months.
Come on now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I think in the
She ain't going
beginning.
nowhere, you know that.
Mom's not going, right?
Well, I mean, she may be tired of me too.
Okay.
going
Why
nowhere.
why are you being difficult? You being
Oh,
difficult?
I'm a Sagittarius.
I don't know. I don't do the signs, Debbie. Why are
ain't
you
going nowhere.
difficult? Why?
I'm
Because you're an independent person,
yeah.
entrepreneur, businesswoman.
Well, in the beginning, I didn't know what this was.
Okay.
I didn't know how I was going to deal with it. I didn't know how I would react to chemo.
All right.
It was new. She wanted to be here.
Okay.
She had to be
'Cause
here.
you're
I'm
her baby. Yeah.
I'm her baby girl
Yeah.
of 4 children. So she came, she supported, she did everything she could do.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the second surgery, and now I've just had my 4th treatment of this round, and I kind of know what to expect. I kind of know what I'm dealing with. You
Mm-hmm. Okay.
know what I mean? I know to shut my schedule down for the week. I know not to overdo it. I know not to volunteer for anything. I
Right.
know what to do now.
Okay.
So I just want my mom. I don't feel like she has a life here, and I want her to have a life. She's
Okay.
78. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I think she should still be living.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't going nowhere.
Nickole says she ain't going nowhere.
I mean, if she doesn't, I'm good with that too.
okay.
I'm
I'm
good
telling
with
you,
it.
my dad, I can tell you she ain't going
Ain't
nowhere.
going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell her you said that.
Dad is good. He's all that.
Yes.
Doing
My
it
mom
all.
is good too.
Yeah, yeah,
But my
yeah.
dad does it all.
Mm.
He takes me to the doctor, every single doctor's appointment. If I need something in the middle of the night, he's going to get up and get it.
Wow.
If I cough too much, he's running in the room.
What's wrong?
What's going on? Could be
Shouts out to Dad.
Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Right.
How are you feeling? Oh, I've got a headache. What'd you want for it?
Uh,
You need coffee, you need soda. I feel guilty because he's so there.
yeah.
But
That's what
My
He
parents
wants
do.
to be there.
he takes good care of me.
He wants to be
That's
there.
what great parents do.
And I have Nurse Peaches. Nurse Peaches is my daughter.
Okay.
Which we have gone actually to throw it to a different side too, because she's very supportive. She's always been there for me, going to chemo with me. She had a little behavioral issues for a while.
Okay.
Which makes sense because she had to grow up really fast.
Yes.
But we had a moment where she told my best friend, which is her Aunt Puck, I'm tired of taking care of her. She can't even put her own socks on. And like,
That's what Peaches said. Nurse Peaches
Nurse
said
Peaches
that.
So I had to show Nurse Peaches what happens when you don't like your job no more. You get fired. And so for a while, I wouldn't let her help me. And like it got to the point where she was offended. She was
Yeah.
like, "Let me help. Let me help." No.
No. Mm-hmm.
That hurt my feelings. You were fired. And so she came back and she apologized and she realized that how she said it was wrong. She just gets called on too much.
Okay.
So I try not to involve her in much, but there's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
I really can't move like I used to. My right arm doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can barely write. Like I write, I have to claw the pen, like kindergartners do. And so
Do you guys talk about it though?
she doesn't talk to me
Okay.
as much as she does my mom.
All right.
So that's how my mom comes in to help.
Okay.
My mom handles Violet
Okay.
because Violet doesn't want to hurt my feelings
Okay.
now that she knows that I have feelings.
Right.
Because I'm pretty hardcore. I don't let
Right.
you. I
Yeah.
don't let you know too much, and then all of a sudden I'm crying on you.
Yeah.
Why you say that to me? I
Yeah.
can't handle it.
It's tough.
But yeah, so on the support side, I've always had my Nurse Peaches, and my dad, and a few good handful of friends.
And your daughter is 10.
She's 10 now.
So she's had to grow up real quick, too.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why it's important that you communicate and talk. So
And kids are mean. And so I've been bald at her school. I've been crazy hair at her school. All kind of things. And these are things that she has to deal with.
She has to deal
and
with.
she's never admitted that they said anything. But I'm like, if they do, it's okay.
It's all right.
I'm like, it is what it is. You're not going to look like this. I was like, and if you do, girl, I'm still cute.
I know
And
that's
I would mess with her. So, I mean, I just try to hope that she, when I leave this earth, she's as strong as I am.
She will be.
will be.
She will be.
Yeah.
Because we have a daughter, are we going to take her to the doctor sooner, early? How do we
She
feel?
gets to start at 22 with ultrasounds
22.
per,
Okay.
I think the law. The law
10
makes
years.
insurance have to.
Yeah, I think it's 10 years
10
before,
years
they
before
think
you.
you should have been diagnosed.
Okay.
So my daughter will be able to get a colonoscopy at 35. She
Okay.
will need to get one at 35.
Okay. Interesting.
But mine's environmental. I don't think I'm going to pass it on to her.
Okay, because that was my next question. Was it any cancer in the bloodline or anything like that?
No, I did genetic testing
So did I.
because that was my biggest fear.
And they said it wasn't genetic for
wasn't.
me.
I want to go back to your cancer. Debbie, you were saying not eating right, not going to the bathroom, some other things that you said. You really believe those contributed to where you are today?
100%.
Our lifestyle, how we treat ourselves is important.
100%.
So we didn't apply self-care.
Oh, yeah. I was at work working all day, and I wouldn't eat. And I wouldn't drink water. I go all day and not drink water.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. And then
Yeah,
if
easy.
I was working a late day, I would leave and go get whatever I wanted to get. If
Yeah.
it was a pizza or
Some wings.
some wings, some tacos, whatever I wanted to go eat after work, that's what I went and got.
Okay. How long do you think you had that behavior, that lifestyle, that type of lifestyle, living like that?
Really, maybe 3 years
Okay.
before I got diagnosed,
All right.
because I go in and out of being a fitness junkie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I'm a fitness junkie, I eat like I'm supposed to eat. I was drinking coffee every day. Oh, the famous coffee place. I was getting one every day before work. So I was going there maybe 5 times a week. And coffee is not great for you. And of course, it was a sugary coffee. It had caramel and syrup and everything. I
Yeah.
didn't do the no fat line. I didn't do that. I give it to me.
Give
the
it
whole.
all that
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because I deserve it.
Oh yeah, and my tumor was a mucus tumor too. So I haven't had milk in. I stopped drinking milk maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
But I used to drink milk like crazy.
All the
Sit up
time.
and eat a bag of Chip-Ahoy cookies at night if I wanted to. And my life was so stressful that I was drinking wine. I hear so many women say, "I'm going home and have me a glass of wine." I used to go home and have me a glass of wine and go back down the stairs and bring the bottle upstairs and put it on my nightstand because I didn't want to walk back down the stairs. So I would drink a glass to 2 glasses of wine a night.
A night.
And it's
Red
alcohol.
wine, right?
Red, whatever, red,
White.
pink, blush,
Rosé.
whatever I wanted to drink, I would drink it.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I did that. My life was that stressful. Maybe 3 years before I was diagnosed, and all of those bad habits came during that time.
My goodness. Yeah, I hear a lot of women say, I just need
It's
to
a
go
daily
home.
post.
A glass of wine. Yeah, and they
Oh,
got
yeah.
the big wine
Oh, yeah.
glass and the whole thing.
Wine so big they in it. They inside the wine glass on pictures. Wine down Wednesday. Wine down Friday.
Yeah.
Why not? It's Tuesday. I mean, every day of the week. I know many women that still drink like that.
This is important. This message is so important because we take in so much.
We do.
We do a lot
We do.
as women. And to the naked eye, and I'm not picking on the males, but I am for a second, they sit and they look and they think it's easy. They think we pull out our superhero cape, pull out the cape, boom. And it's a routine. And we're going. And we're going. And we're going.
And we're not asking for help.
And we're not asking for help. And you know what? And people see you and they not offering to help too. So you're like, well, damn it, I got to keep going.
Because we start off trying to impress a man.
Woo! Come on through,
We start
somebody.
off trying to impress him.
Yeah.
Let him know we can do it all.
All.
I can
I
wash
got
dishes,
you.
I can cook. I'm
Yeah,
going to work.
come
I
on.
can help you pay these. I can do it all. I got the children. Go on, baby. Go work out. No, you don't go work out. You take the children. I'm going to go take a nap.
Debbie.
We don't do that.
Help
we
us.
take on everything.
Yeah.
We take on everything.
All the
And
time.
it becomes a habit. And then 5 years later, we regret it. We mad. We pissed.
Mm.
And he is oblivious.
Yeah.
He's going to move on to the next female.
Right.
Who still don't know her worth.
We about to cuss in here on Sunday.
I'm a cursor.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna curse.
Not today. Yeah, I'm kind of PG. My show's PG, but dang, I got one in my mouth I want to say. You are saying a lot.
Oh, it's real.
It's real
They'll
talk.
leave you at the drop of a dime.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's real.
Oh, yeah.
And then some stay. So
Sorry,
we,
man. I still love you.
yeah, we
but
do.
it's the truth.
We do. Some stay. Some stick it in.
Some stay. Oh, some
they ain't
stay
going
and show out.
nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
They got you. They
Oh, yeah.
holding you down. The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
They're rare.
Yeah. So Debbie, I'm on Debbie Street. I'm on your lane. I'm looking dead at you, girl.
Okay.
A beautiful thing you are.
Thank you.
And men are just here.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what is the conversation like when you guys go past maybe a date or two? Do we start showing out like our health transcripts? Like, how do we move in a relationship area or just dating?
Well, for me, transparency is everything.
Got you.
I need you to know from the first conversation
Right.
what's going on.
Okay.
Because either you're going to be there or you're not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And you need to know that up front, what I'm dealing with. Because it's no joke.
Yeah.
And I need you to show out. You know what I mean? I need you to be there.
Uh-huh.
I need you to say, can I drive you to chemotherapy? I'm going to take off this day and take you to chemotherapy. I need you to know, if I have to have surgery again, I need you to take off a week from your job. First, I need you to have a job. And
Come
then I
through.
need you to take off.
Wait. Pause. Wait a minute. She just.
We'll turn the show into something completely different.
She just rolled on.
Oh, yeah. I need you to have a job.
Okay.
And I need you to take off. I need you to be willing to take off. I want you to ask your boss, can you take off?
My
Unless you're a boss.
God,
You know what I
my
mean? I
God.
need you to take off and be there for me because
It's
this
heavy.
is no notion. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. And I would love to have a mate
Come
to
on.
travel this road with.
I know
would
that's
love
right.
it. I would love it.
I know that's
If you know
right.
somebody, let me know.
I will give them your number. Yeah. After I date their brother. Just keep it at 100 because it is it is rare.
It's rare.
It's very
rare.
rare, and it's hard to get that partnership when you don't have those life-threatening things going on. And now
Absolutely.
you put that in there. That's
who wants to deal with
who
it?
wants to deal with that? Because again, it's I didn't ask for that. That's not fair to me.
But I believe I'm worthy.
I know that's
I
right.
do. I believe I'm worthy. I'm worth it, and you know, it's up to God.
Yeah.
If God wants to send me somebody to
Yeah.
travel with me, that's fine.
I know.
And if He does not, I am okay with that. I
You're
don't
still
question
good.
God.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
My goal is to survive every day.
I know
You
that's
what I mean?
right. I
So
know.
I'm not caring and concerned about your feelings, and
Yeah.
that's not important to me right now.
Because you're being here, Debbie and Nickole, is bigger than you.
It is.
It's bigger than you.
It is. It's a message that needs to get out.
That has to get out.
Has to get out.
And that's why your life is still where you're here.
I believe
You're
that.
existing because we die and we hold stuff in because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is we think we're doing this all by ourselves, and you ladies are here to show that you're not.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're functioning. That's the thing too. Like a lot of people are dealing with cancer and they're not able to function at the level that you ladies are functioning at. So for that, I tip my hats off to you. I thank God that you're able to do that. And so today's conversation is to encourage those.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's about the encouragement piece because you're going to have some good days and you're going to have some not so good days.
Absolutely.
But you got to keep going through.
Gotta stay positive.
What's
it's
the-
a tough fight.
What's the motivation? Is it your child? Your children?
For me,
You have two, right, Deb?
I have a daughter.
You have a
I
daughter.
have a
You
21-year-old
have
daughter who has a 5-month-old son.
right, we have the
Yes.
grandson.
Yes.
Okay.
So for me, my motivation is her.
Yeah.
Is my daughter Deja. She knows.
Yes.
She's 21.
Right.
So she's seen her mom take on some stuff.
Right.
She's seen me run a business. She's seen me run a household. She's seen all of these things.
Right.
And she's a strong individual too. But my fight is to not leave her where I need her to be. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that my daughter and my grandson are okay.
Okay.
That's my goal every
All
day.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nickole, your baby, 10? Is that your driver? What keeps you going every day?
Are you trying to make me cry?
No,
I'm just kidding.
no, I don't want that because I
know, right? We'll
listen,
be
hey,
together.
hey.
The last hour.
I
The
mean,
cry hour.
Yeah. No, serious, you know.
No, it's Viola Louise.
Okay.
Yes, most definitely. Nurse
All right.
Peaches.
Nurse Peaches, a.k.a. Nurse Peaches. That's cute.
Nurse Peaches.
That's cute. She keeps you going.
Yes.
All right. What can we do as a community? What do you want people to do? Because again, you ladies had shared like, Debbie, I'm gonna go on your street again. You know, she's doing a fundraiser again. You know, what can we do? Those that want to help, because sometimes your biggest help comes from strangers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that donate into Breast Cancer Society and Cancer
Not Susan G.
Association.
Komen.
Not Susan G. Komen, and that, I've heard that. I've heard that
Don't
too.
do that no more.
Don't do that. And you want to elaborate why?
Well, October is very hurtful for me.
Okay.
And everybody thinks it's so amazing. They're like, it's your month, girl.
Yeah,
it's your
no.
month. Even the beer is pink.
Uh-uh.
Smirnoff turns pink. But for that month, everybody focuses in on the Susan G. Komens.
Right.
What has she done for me lately?
Do.
I'm just being serious. Like, she doesn't do anything for us. Now, she puts money into breast cancer research.
Okay.
But that's after she gets her $600 and some $1,000 bonus. How her CEOs get all these bonuses. You're not paying into a research.
Paying salaries.
You're paying salaries. You want to do something? Mary Kay. Mary Kay actually has their own research where they hire their own scientists. You know, if you want to go into companies that do stuff like that, you could do local nonprofits, churches. You know, my friend Tamika that I was talking about earlier, who always keeps me in check, her church, every year she has a diva program where she picks someone that's battling breast cancer and she treats them. She takes care of them monetarily, maybe grocery wise, depending on what their needs are. And now she's having galas
Nice.
where all the ladies get to come and be together at that time.
Yes,
So
beautiful.
your local churches who you know are giving that money out. You know, I'm not talking about the Bishop Betty Longs out there. I'm talking about the little Dinkin on the corner, you know, that's just out there getting the word out.
Right.
We have to keep it at home. You know, if there's Loving Arms through Wellstar, they do outreach for everybody.
Right.
So their money would be used to educate everybody.
Right.
It wouldn't be there to line people's pockets. So just when you do it, research what you're doing.
Okay.
It's just like when you give to Goodwill as opposed to giving to the Salvation Army. Goodwill's going to turn around and sell that so that they can have salaries paid. Salvation Army's going to give it to those who need it. So you need to do your research before you put your money anywhere.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter if you're doing $1 million worth of good if it's going to $1 million company that's using it for this.
For themselves. Debbie, you
Good
agree?
point. I agree. Piggyback everything she said. Yeah.
Now you've done some fundraisers was it for yourself or just raising awareness for other women like yourself?
It
or?
was for awareness and also for myself.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Also for myself to keep a roof over my head.
Okay.
That's what it was for. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I've had people throw them for me. Buffalo Wild Wings in Hiram has done too. I cannot remember that company that came to my house. I feel like such a jerk.
No.
Blame it on the chemo, not my heart, people.
Oh.
But it was a company. They heard about me through the grapevine, showed up at my house with $1,000 check so I could pay my bills. And it was a blessing because literally I had $0 at that time because I had taken off for surgery. So just little things, you know, people do for you.
Right.
You know, my best friend shaved her head. She got everybody to raise money. I'm telling you, she had good hair. She was Becky with the good hair. And I was so angry, and I couldn't understand why I was so angry at her for so long. But I was really mad
Her
at the
way
cancer.
of showing.
Yeah.
I was mad at having
You
cancer.
were mad.
Yeah.
You were mad.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, that's not a way to show me. I've been jealous of your hair my whole life. Now we're going to be bald together, and you're going to come back with great hair.
Yeah, she was
You know,
trying to love on you.
And she was. But you
Yeah.
you misinterpret things because you are just so angry but trying to keep yourself in check and
Yeah.
positive
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't want to question God. So I'm like, I can't believe we're doing this. It's so dumb.
And that's the thing I've learned also is I'm a giver. And I've always been a giver. If I have it, you have it. If I have it, you won't be without. And when this happened to me, it was so tough to accept people's offer to bring toilet paper or paper towels. I'm like, no, we're fine, you know. But my mom is 78 and she can drive, but she shouldn't really be driving a whole
Okay,
lot. So
okay.
people will call and ask, can I go to the grocery store for you? I'm like, no, we're okay. But we're in a house without, you know, certain things. So it's been a blessing to learn to accept blessings from other people.
Yes, that's
the
the
toughest.
hardest.
That's
yeah.
that pride thing,
Yeah.
Debbie.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
that pride
Oh yeah. I
thing.
got it.
You
that
got
woman thing too. I got it.
Is it? Yeah. Is your pride softer now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm
It's
soft.
hard. It's
I've always
hard.
been soft. I'm tough. And I'll
Yeah.
say what I need to say,
I
and I say
know.
what I want to say. But I'm a soft person. I'm a giving person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a big heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
I've,
you-
I've learned to guard that too, though.
Yeah, yeah, because you're running at 100 miles
candy
per
coated.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The inside's mushy.
Yeah.
But the outside's hard.
Yeah.
Ah, I like that, Nicole.
It's true.
She's cute. Yeah, because you just and a lot of that. I'm gonna say this, just for people that are just dealing with things in general. My mask, if you will, is I stay busy. I stay busy. When I feel something is not right, and I can't fix that. I can't correct that, or it's not my place to fix. I work. I just stay busy. That's, as an adult, I realize that's what I do, to not deal with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna take help. I'm waiting. Nobody, anybody want to help me? Come through. I'm ready for some help.
Right,
Yeah, I am.
right.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna give you a lot of
Second that.
thank yous.
Yes.
You know, because I realize it takes a village,
Oh,
y'all.
It does.
It takes a
And
village.
we don't have to do it by ourselves.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no. I think we think that in our mind to show that our strength and to show our value, and that we're worthy of you, even acknowledging our presence or existence. But we don't have to do that.
Right.
And so the thing that I've learned too in this part of my life is that self-care is so important. Self-care is
Should
so
be number
important.
one.
It has to be number one. So I'm going to ask you, what is your self-care? What is the most critical thing you do every day, Nickole? And it can change every day. So for example, what was the most important thing that you had to do for yourself today as a self-care thing?
Get here because I promised.
Okay. Well,
Like-
thank you.
Well, that is it. Because, right now, because I told you I was going through it,
Yeah.
I'll cancel in a heartbeat.
Mm.
I'll be like,
You're not
good.
going?
I'm
Wow.
not going. I don't feel good. I'm
imp-
tired.
I'm honored.
And then today I was like, I have to get there. I promised. This is going to
It
help
was
somebody.
early. You were early, too. You were so early.
That was
Thank
Marshall.
you.
That's why I agreed when she offered to drive because I would not have been
Thank
early.
you, Marshall. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
late all the time.
Are you really?
Oh, God, yes.
Even for the doctor, girl?
Yeah. Like if my dad wasn't with me, yes. And he's always panicking. He's like, it's our appointment's at 8:55. It's already 8:45. I'm like, and they're gonna make
They're
me
not going
sit
to turn
there.
me down.
They're gonna make me sit there.
Oh.
Yeah, 5 years in, you don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore. You're not getting.
You're
it any
just
earlier.
radical.
Yes.
You're radical.
Yes. I
You're
am that
radical.
person. Fight the man.
Fight the. I'm not messing with Nickole. Debbie, what was your self-care for today? What was the most important thing you had to do today?
Most important thing I had to do was get up to eat.
Okay.
I make sure I eat something.
Okay.
Every time I get up, drink my water, and I just took a long shower.
Okay.
You know, I did the hair in the shower today. I mean, I was in the shower till the water almost went cold.
Wow.
That's just what I want to do.
Okay.
Today. So that's what I did.
Okay.
And if I feel like it tomorrow, I'll do that too.
Okay.
So at this point, it's whatever I feel. Like if I feel like going somewhere, I'm going. If I don't,
You don't.
then I don't. And I don't do I used to tell people when my girlfriends would ask me to go somewhere, I used to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't do that anymore. If I don't want to go, I'm not going. Just say no. Yeah, just say no.
You
It's
say
just easy
no.
now to say no. Yeah. Yeah. Why am I pretending or acting or
Being everything to everybody.
and that's not what I want to do. So I don't do it anymore. You know. Call and check on my daughter, my grandbaby, make sure I FaceTime them so I can see them every single day. That's what's important to me.
Okay.
Making videos so that he
Okay.
can see me in the future, that type of thing.
So it's definitely changed your life, having cancer. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
But it changes your habits,
Oh, yeah.
the way you think about yourself, the way you think about others, how you treat
Especially
yourself.
The way you think about others.
Not so much on the others.
You begin to expect more out of those that you call yours.
Okay.
So, like, I don't think I have friends anymore. I have family.
Okay.
Because you have to hit a certain level or I'm not dealing with you.
Wow.
And I mean, like, sometimes it'll be people that are like kiki and haha in your face all day long. And then you just think you're the best of friends. And then when you're out for 6 months and they don't call, they don't check, they know you're sitting at home because you can't do nothing else.
Right.
And then when you get back, they want to be in your face again. Hey, girl.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not today,
Frozen.
pumpkin. Not
She
today.
said, "Not today, pumpkin."
And I will
Call
tell
them
you,
pumpkin.
and it's funny because it's like people that you really think are your friends are not your friends. So it makes you look at people very differently.
Okay.
Very differently.
You agree, Deb?
I agree. Yeah, I spoke on it earlier. I've had people show up. I've had people who completely have fallen off. I haven't spoken to them in over a year. And
we
I've
don't want
done
anything more from
things
you.
from them,
Yeah.
for them. Yeah, so
We
it's
didn't
just
ask
amazing.
you for nothing.
You just want hellos and how
Yeah.
you doing?
How you doing?
Just
How you
checking
doing?
in.
Simple, yeah.
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 Because if I was at work every day,
You would
be
do
at my
that.
desk.
Yeah, that's true.
so why can't you shoot me a text?
Mm.
Girl,
Just
I-
thinking
I've been
about
You
thinking
ran
about
across my mind.
We should do that with everybody. Sick or
Yeah,
not.
regardless. Yes.
Sick or not. If somebody comes
Agreed.
across your mind, you should
Agreed.
reach out to them. God put them on your mind for a reason.
Agreed.
They may just need somebody to check on them. Nothing may not even be wrong, but they just might need somebody to say, "How you doing today?" You know?
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
yeah.
What else can we tell our listeners about cancer? What else would you want to share?
We're not contagious.
I know that's right. Give me that.
We're not contagious.
I like you.
Thanks. I like you. And it hurts. When you fall off for no reason, it hurts.
Mm.
When you tell us to our face, you make cancer real. That hurts.
You make cancer real. Somebody said that to
Yes, we've gotten over it since then.
you? Okay. All
but
right.
I don't think they meant to say it like that. But they were trying to say that it hurt to see me
Okay.
like this.
Okay.
But the way that they said it, it almost severed a 20-year friendship.
Oh my gosh.
Because I make cancer real.
Okay.
You know, you can love me. I don't need nothing from you.
Mm.
I don't need you to buy me lunch every day.
Mm.
I don't need you to push me in my wheelchair if I show up in a wheelchair. I may ask you to push me in my wheelchair
Okay.
if I show up.
Okay.
But I don't expect any more from you
Mm-hmm.
now than I did in 2012 because I got me.
Mm.
My daddy's got me. My mom's got me. I don't need nobody else to got me. I just need you to be there.
Just be a friend.
Be my friend. And if you see that I'm backing away for a minute, let me deal with the news because you know there's obviously new news or
Okay.
new funk.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll be back.
All right.
So if you're reaching out and I'm not reaching out, call me out too. Be like, hey, Heffa, I texted you 3
she
times.
said, "Hey, heifer."
Right.
I texted you 3 times and you didn't call me back. I mean,
Ooh.
sometimes we need to be put in check.
Yeah, you
too.
gotta be checked.
Like my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
Pete.
Mhm.
Like he'll call and call and call. And I'm like, I'm not answering the phone. I'm not happy, you know. I just found out there's a tumor on my neck. There's this.
There's something
that.
going on.
I need to process it, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
you just cut people off that you know are close to you too.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you got to check me too.
It's
I'm
a
not,
balance.
I'm not uncheckable.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a balancing act.
Right.
But that's what
That's the
everything.
friendship thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true friendship.
Yeah, that's what everything though. Because people, it's accountability. You just can't be doing what you want to do because you feel like you don't want to talk to me today, but then you want me to be checking in on you when it's good for you. Well, what about me?
Yep.
Right.
Right? Right?
And I'm bad too. You got to check me
Mm,
because I could do the same thing.
mm.
Especially if I feel like you've pushed off.
Okay.
off then.
We off. All right. So cancer, we have cancer. We're not contagious.
Yep.
We don't want nothing from you. Just check in on us. We got this. Help us understand the fact that things will change in our life because we're going through some things, but it's not for you to go through it with us. Just kind of just be our friend, right? Be
Yes.
our family. Give us the love that we need. Love conquers all.
Yes.
We believe that still?
Yes.
All right.
That's the
Proper
greatest
diet.
gift.
Yeah, it's the greatest gift, right? Proper eating, better eating,
Yes.
Better eating.
better eating.
Pay attention to your body.
Pay attention. Yeah. Trust your doctors or find doctors you can trust. Your story is amazing.
Well, you don't know who you can trust until you're in this situation anyway.
Okay.
Because you don't know. Like, because my OBGYN was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, when I told him it hurt, he listened. You know, and he would be gentle and he'd be easy and he would be a good doctor. So this was just a oops in our relationship.
Okay.
It ended up being a huge oops for me, but it was a small oops for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So do I want to hate him forever for that?
No.
No. Because
No.
I could tell he was truly hurt
Yeah,
when
by
he
his.
found out. Because he called me.
Yeah.
How many doctors call you and say, I messed
Yeah.
up, honey?
Yeah.
You know, not a lot.
Okay.
So I've been through the WellStar system, and now I'm happy with where I'm at because they integrate Jesus. They integrate Harry is the pastor there, and I don't think my dad would have made it through if Harry wasn't there because every time it hurt, Harry would pop up. And my dad would just happen to be there. And so I think he helped my dad
Yeah.
through so much with
Too.
pastoral care.
Right.
And then you have the cleaning lady at the cancer center.
Yes.
Like, I don't know who I have to talk to, but she needs a different job because she literally will hug and squeeze and love on every single person there.
Yes.
She knows every single person. So when I go there, although they are now becoming a WellStar system because they're getting big,
Okay.
they still have those little bits of love that are so much stronger than anywhere else that I have to keep working
Man,
so that I could stay there.
this is awesome. Debbie. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, this is amazing because of the love and the friendship that you guys shared with people outside of here, brought you guys here together. Because they trusted this platform, I'm honored. They thought it was important that you guys be here, that you could share and be transparent. My hope is that we can help other people. If they have a heart to hear it, to just pick apart what can work for them, but get it. That people are going through things that you cannot see that. And you're not alone in dealing with this. There are various different phases of cancer. Get the help that you need. Don't give up, right?
If you don't put God first, you'll die.
Wow, that's heavy.
Period.
You could still be alive, but you're dead.
Come through, Debbie.
Somebody, I know somebody with Deborah's exact situation. It all happened the same way. He was gone in 6 months.
Wow.
He didn't have enough faith in himself because we can heal ourselves. God gave us that power.
Yes.
He gave us the mind to know. He gave us the herbs. He gave us everything.
Yes.
So he didn't have enough trust in himself or God. Different situation.
To make that
I
happen.
could be sitting with him instead of Debbie,
Right.
but I don't have that option
You
now.
don't have that option.
God is everything. We talk all day, every day.
110%.
I talk to him so much now. You know, my mom asked in the other room, who you talking to?
It's you, the Most High, the Creator,
Daily.
my God.
Shower, whatever,
Yeah.
wherever. There's no shame.
Yeah.
You get to the point where you talk to him like he is a friend. Like, you know how everybody's
Like
like,
he's right
you
there.
got to get a relationship with God. Everybody always says that. And you're like, in the name of the Father, our Father.
Quiet.
Now you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? I did everything.
What's
I got
going on?
I got my family back in church.
Yeah.
We're going every Sunday.
Yes.
Violet had her first communion. Why can I not get out of bed? Can you please tell me what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going
What's
on?
the lesson here? What do I need to
Yeah.
learn? What do I need to do?
Yeah.
Are you really coming through? Like, are you gonna make me stick to that
Right.
first communion
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Because if you are, let's do this quick.
They laugh
I don't want
in
to do
the
it slow.
audience.
Like, I'm just. You talk to him like he's somebody that you know.
Right there.
It's a different relationship when you let him take over.
Ooh.
And without him, you're lost. You're lost. Who do you talk to? You can't talk to your friends 24/7. You can't wake up
Not
at
the
2
same
o'clock
way
in the
you
morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and just keep calling people. You know what I mean?
You can't.
You got to be able to talk to them
You have to.
and be silent and listen.
Yes.
You have to be silent. Yeah. Pay
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's easy to give up. It's easy to give up.
And you could tell when you hit that scared because then you won't let the silence come around you. And that's when you know you need to recenter.
Okay.
Because, like, even at the beach, I played a radio. Who plays a radio at the beach? But I did it this time, and I had to check myself. I was like, I'm afraid of the quiet. Because I'm afraid he's going to tell me something I don't want to hear. So I ain't afraid to tell him something he don't want to hear.
Right, but you.
But I'm afraid of him telling me something I don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you have to recenter in the silence.
Yeah.
You got to let there be silence. around
Yeah.
you.
This is so important because I was in that space this morning, and I shared with a friend that oftentimes, I'm going to go to the fear again, and it's a faith thing. I said to my friend that in quite a few areas of my life, I'm good in the sense that I can speak it. I'm learning. There's life and death in the power of the tongue, right? And we knew that, but now when you start to operate in that and really you're like, I think I'm on to something here. And so I started speaking some things and I'm seeing them align. And there's just one area of my life that I'm afraid of. And I shared that with a friend just this morning, and I said, I'm afraid of that because my faith isn't there. Because a season changes, like things happen for a reason. No, don't always understand why or understand. And for whatever it is, I feel that it won't come back again. So I'll hold on to it, regardless of the fact that I know it's not good. Gotta let it go. Da 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 da. Fill in the blanks. Because the faith. So if nothing else, what you guys just shared in the last 5 minutes helped me and confirmed me to let me know that without faith, you got nothing.
You got nothing.
You got nothing. So, Michelle, stop being a dummy. You see that it works in all these other areas of your life. Why don't you let it work in this one? Why don't you give it all to him and stop playing? Oh, we having church day. It's Sunday.
We are. And whatever that is that you're holding on to, when you let it go, it's going to be life-changing.
I'm
It's bringing
smiling.
you through something.
Yeah, you see, I'm
It's bringing
smiling.
you through something. Change is difficult.
It is very hard.
It's difficult. It's scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
But you ladies sitting here shows us that change, you got it.
It's necessary.
It's necessary. It's extremely necessary. Man, this is heavy. This was good. Yes, Nicole's smiling at me. I like you, Nicole.
Thanks. I like you too.
I'm glad you ladies were here today. Again, my hope and goal today was for us to be transparent. And I thank you so much, because when people go through things, it is a private thing. People deal with the embarrassment. What are people going to think? You know, it's a whole lot of different things that come with it. And you ladies are like, I'm putting the gauntlet down. I've been there, done that, got a T-shirt. What? Ask me whatever you want. I'm going to tell you what you need to, what you don't want to hear, I'm going to tell you anyway.
Right.
But again, it's supposed, I shared with you guys before we started that the whole thing about empowerment is the information piece. And being able to be transparent enough that people can see their own vulnerabilities in you and then see that you're still standing.
Right.
So for that, I thank you ladies so much for believing in God enough to come to this platform today, to allowing him to give you the strength to be here, to share your story, your life story. Your story is not over. You have a new nonprofit just going to line with you, going to check in with you, see what we can do, because that's what we do. We don't have a big engine behind us, but whatever I can do, I'm going to do. I'm getting emotional, so I'm going to stop. I want to thank everybody for listening today. This was really good. I'm losing my voice. I want to thank everybody else listening to today. You know where to find me. I'm the real chick. I'm everywhere. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Gmail. I have a website. Go check it out. Today was extremely powerful because we beat cancer today. We gave cancer the big FU, right? We told it like it sucked. We dealt with every part of it today, and these ladies were beautiful. They mustered up strength to come here to sit and talk and just to be transparent. My hope today is that you got something out of it, that it was life-changing for you or the loved ones in your life. Share this. This is going to be hot. It's going to be on my timeline. We're going to share it. We're going to post it. It's going to be on the YouTube channel. Down the road, we're going to do podcasts. So this will be an episode that will be a podcast, and we're going to push this information to the masses. Those that want it, those that don't even think they need it, it's going to be there for them. I thank you for your time. Until next time, you guys continue to rock on. You take care. Bye.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.